I'm going to be completely honest, pretty much all of you guys watching this video will not like the news that we're going to be talking about. We have leaked information telling us what we've been fearing for the past couple of months now, that Berlin will be the last zombies map coming to Black Ops Cold War. Now, I'm going to be as optimistic as I can, as I usually try to be, and there are some surprising reasons as to why this isn't entirely bad news. There's some good to this as well, so be sure to try to watch the entire video. I have a lot to talk about. Earlier today, we did hit 79K on the channel, so big thank you to everyone. Next up is 80K, and eventually very soon, 100K. Really appreciate all of the support recently. If you are new and you've been enjoying the content, I'd appreciate if you do subscribe to the channel. Let's try to go for 1,000 likes on this video as well. Before we get started, in honor of Season 4 releasing later this week, over on my Twitter, I'm doing a Season 4 Battle Pass giveaway. The link to this tweet and to enter the giveaway will be at the top of the description down below, so be sure to check it out. Not many people follow me on Twitter, so there's pretty good odds of you guys winning this Battle Pass. Now, tomorrow, Monday, June 14th, we're also expected to see the Season 4 roadmap, which, as you guys know, is huge for revealing exactly what content we're seeing throughout the entire season, at least the first half of the season. We should see a nice blog post to go along with the roadmap as well, detailing more specifically exactly what we're getting in terms of maps, weapons, operators, game modes, events, etc. It's especially important to see if Berlin will be on that roadmap, or at least in the blog post, because like I said, if they revealed Berlin right there and they say in season, that means it's releasing 1 to 2 weeks after the launch of Season 4, which will be before Season 4 Reloaded. Or will they say it's releasing Season 4 Reloaded, which is expected to be around July 15th, or will be similar to Firebase Z and release after the Reloaded update, which this time around will bring us to late July, early August. So we'll most likely find out this info this upcoming week. So I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll start at around 10:30 a.m. Eastern, so be sure to pull up. Should be a lot of fun. And today we also got a new teaser on Treyarch's Twitter. They changed their profile picture yet again to this. Can't really get too much from this. You see two satellites there, some type of star or a sun, or almost also looks like a palm tree on the top. It's either a new game mode for multiplayer, or it's maybe a new Outbreak objective. Let me know down below what this could be. Now, for the Berlin zombies situation, how this ties into Vanguard zombies, there's just a ton of stuff to go through here. So I'd recommend really watching the entire video, listening to all of the leaks, my thought process on all of this info, and why it might not be as bad as you may think. So Call of Duty Hope tweeted this out. I can't say anything more, but the tidbit of info I'll release around Berlin's release will make specifically round-based zombie fans mad. So it's just, this is crazy. So alright, F it, posting it now instead of in a month. They ported a zombies map that was supposed to release on Black Ops Cold War to Vanguard, and it will be its launch map. So Berlin will be the final round-based map for Black Ops Cold War zombies. Got this corroborated. Sorry, zombie folks. Enjoy Berlin. We have even more info to go through here after this, but let me just talk about this for a second. I have some stuff to say. So this is some really crazy stuff. Do you guys remember back a couple months ago, before Cold War's release even, when we were talking about all of these different maps we could see in this year's season? We have the possibility of one new round-based map per season, Zombie Chronicles 2 releasing at some point, all of this crazy content, and now we're here with a very good chance that Berlin might be the last round-based map in this game. And it's even worse because even if you consider Outbreak DLC 2, Berlin is only DLC 3. We should have still seen at least one more last round-based map DLC 4 in this game. Overall, we would still have less total round-based maps than usual, but at least we would get that 4th DLC map in Cold War Zombies. But now, according to this leak, in this scenario we have here, the entirety of Cold War Zombies will only consist of 3 total round-based maps: Die Maschine, Firebase Z, and Berlin. It's so unfortunate because, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I think Cold War Zombies has some of the best gameplay mechanics and features we've seen to date across every Treyarch Zombies game. Killing zombies in Cold War just feels so satisfying to me. There's this Destiny-like grind factor that's so good. The crafting table, the armor, everything works well with each other. For this to be the game with only 3 round-based maps really does suck. But let's go through some more info here, some more leaks, because the other part of this situation is potentially good news. Surprisingly, we got a leak from the Cheeseburger Boys recently that said Treyarch is working in collaboration with Sledgehammer for this year's Zombies. Credible leaker Victor also replied with a thumbs up emoji when someone asked him if Vanguard Zombies would have Treyarch perks and pretty much be like Treyarch Zombies. And now, someone is asking Call of Duty Hope, so the extra DLC, like perks, wonder weapons, and field upgrades are just gonna get thrown away, and he responds with, all Black Ops Cold War perks will be in Vanguard Zombies. Multiple sources are verifying this now, that not only is Treyarch working on the Zombies for Vanguard this year, they're also bringing over a bunch of the Cold War Zombies features, including the perks. Now that we have this info about a DLC 4 round-based map that was supposed to release in Cold War, now releasing in Vanguard, it's kind of crazy here. It's bad short-term for Cold War, for the Zombies community right now, but long-term, and the fate for Call of Duty Vanguard's success, this might be the best case scenario. Surprisingly to hear, I mean, think about it. If you guys prefer Treyarch Zombies to Sledgehammer or Infinity Ward Zombies, which I think most of you guys do, Treyarch developing the Zombies mode for Vanguard is objectively good news. Them bringing over the features from Cold War Zombies into Vanguard Zombies, objectively good news as well. The map situation sucks only because really we have to wait a bit longer for these maps to release, and there is kind of a lack of round-based maps in this game, but at least they're not scrapping DLC 4. It's still releasing just in November and in the next game. It also means that the map we're going to see in Vanguard will have heavy Cold War zombie vibes because it was meant for Cold War Zombies. Vanguard Zombies could very well be Cold War Zombies Year 2. So overall, this really isn't bad news. It's actually super good news, at least for the next Call of Duty. It's bad news short term for Black Ops Cold War right now, but good news for the future of the Zombies mode, in my opinion at least. Bad thing here again is that we've been waiting so long for round-based maps. I can't argue with that sentiment, even though we're seeing other Zombies DLC like Outbreak and Onslaught. I still get a lot of you guys out there really only care about the standard survival maps in this game. Now, another aspect here, another leak from Call of Duty Hope, he tweeted this out. Zombies on the Modern Warfare engine. It's going to be interesting. I'm wondering how this will go because I just said before how much I love the feel of Zombies in Cold War, and the engine plays a big part of the feeling you get playing this game. But the Modern Warfare engine is also really nice, and I feel like most people say it's actually better than Cold War's engine overall. Zombies might feel pretty good, might feel a bit more smooth in Vanguard than in Cold War. The Modern Warfare engine just seems overall a bit more smooth and crisp. I don't know what it is. Cold War overall has a better color palette. Cold War is good for certain things, but the Modern Warfare engine is not bad at all. So I don't know. Let me know down below, what engine would you want to see? The current Black Ops Cold War engine or the Modern Warfare engine? I mean, most likely we're seeing a mixture of the Modern Warfare engine and some new things added by the Sledgehammer studio. We'll see very soon what the case is with that. We'll see from the beta what it actually looks like. But I don't know, man. I feel like it could still be pretty good for Zombies overall. Now, the Gaming Revolution has a bunch of stuff to say about this as well. He says the rumor about Berlin being the final survival map in Cold War doesn't make any sense to me. Treyarch called Outbreak DLC 2 to let us know that they're likely still following the traditional 4 DLC formula. That's a very good point, although this is something that could have changed very recently. They probably didn't plan on having their last Zombies map being ported over to Vanguard, and they may have just called Outbreak DLC 2 for the sake of comparison and just to let people know that Berlin was not DLC 2 because a lot of people were talking about that recently. He goes on to say, the final map will be where all hell breaks loose when the One likely escapes from the Dark Ether. It doesn't make any sense to be the launch map in Vanguard. What's it got to do with World War II? So if the Dark Ether story does continue in Vanguard, it would most likely be a prequel as World War II took place in the 40s and the current Dark Ether story takes place in the 80s. Chronologically, the One escaping from the Dark Ether hasn't happened yet in the storyline unless it already has, which doesn't make too much sense, but they could maybe explain it in some type of crazy Dark Ether wizardry. We know time moves differently in the Dark Ether, so that could be explained in that type of way, but TGR does have a point here, although to be fair as well, we don't know for sure what exactly is going to happen in the DLC for Zombies map. We don't know if the One was going to be a part of that, but it most likely was based on the intel and the storyline. It goes on to also say, Treyarch said the next round-based map is coming in Season 4, wouldn't they have said the final map? We still have 2 seasons left, and surely we wouldn't then see another Outbreak Easter egg, and that's all. That's true as well. They probably knew they'd receive a bunch of backlash by saying that it would be the final round-based map. Maybe at the time they just didn't want to say that. Maybe this news, this change, again, like we said, was made super recently, and they just weren't planning for this to happen. I'm not so sure. But to go on here, now why is all of this even happening to begin with? Is it because Call of Duty Vanguard is in trouble? Call of Duty Hope says this: I'd find it funny if Vanguard wasn't a mess, but at the behest of other people's hard work in terms of maps pushed from Black Ops Cold War to Vanguard and other content. So, like I said before, it's a really good thing that Treyarch are working on the Zombies mode for Vanguard. I'd rather see them do that than a World War II Zombies Part 2 developed by Sledgehammer. But it makes you wonder, did Sledgehammer not have enough time to make this a Zombies mode? Were there struggles behind the scenes, like some of the leaks recently have been telling us? Or did Activision make the decision to bring Treyarch into the Zombies mode? They know how popular Treyarch Zombies is, and they didn't want Sledgehammer to mess up the game with their Zombies mode and maybe add a bit of a selling factor to Vanguard, because they could say, well, Treyarch's developing the Zombies and it's continuing the Dark Ether story from Cold War. Maybe that's the case here. I don't think that's entirely bad. Maybe it allowed Sledgehammer to put more resources and effort and time into the other modes, multiplayer, campaign. So it could end up being a pretty good thing here. We'll have to see very soon. And finally, what does this mean for Zombie Chronicles 2? Call of Duty Hope previously said that ZC2 was ported to Cold War and that he thinks it may drop. Will this map pack, Transit, Diarized, and Buried Remade be ported over to Vanguard as well? Will it release in Cold War as DLC 2? I mean, I'd be down with that, but it's probably a stretch at this point. We'll have to see, man. So let me know down below your opinions on this. Of course, Berlin potentially being the final round-based map in the game really does suck. I hope it's not true. Hopefully we do at least get one more round-based map as DLC 4 in Cold War. But honestly, this being continued in Vanguard Zombies, it's pretty good news. Seeing some Treyarch-style zombies, Cold War-style zombies in this next game, I think it's a really good thing. Pretty much Cold War Year 2, honestly. So I think it's not bad at all overall. It just sucks that we're not seeing as many round-based maps this year, and it just sucks that the last map might be pushed back a little bit, might be in a different game, might be on a different engine, but overall, it still could be a really fun map. So again, let me know your opinions on this down below. I have 2 videos up on screen that may interest you, so be sure to check one of them out. Really do appreciate it, guys. Shout out to the YouTube channel members as always. Leave a comment down below, zombies, if you watched the entire video. It's greatly appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next video or live stream. Peace out, guys.